This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 420, 7 Powerful Techniques to Turn Your Career Dreams into Reality by Karl Staib of digtofly.com. And welcome back to Optimal Startup Daily. My name is Dan, and I'm your host and narrator here, and I'm with you every single day helping you optimize your business life. Now we're going to get right to today's post from Karl as we optimize your life. 7 Powerful Techniques to Turn Your Career Dreams into Reality by Karl Staib of digtofly.com. Are you dragging yourself to a job that just doesn't interest you that much? You aren't alone. Only 45% of Americans are actually happy at work. The other 55% need to do a better job of developing their desires into reality. A person who is coasting or hating her job is doing herself and her company a disservice. I used to be in that 55% category. That is, until I began making some small changes that led to a major shift. You can also start making small changes that will lead to major changes. You deserve to be so happy at your job that you wake up every morning thanking your lucky stars that life is so good. I'm going to give you 7 power techniques to make your dream career a reality. 1. Listen to your needs. In school, we're taught to put our heads down, fall in line, and not to make a fuss. You become afraid to get your needs met because it might piss someone off, or you're afraid you still won't be happy. You have a right to love what you do. If you aren't happy, then it's time to make some adjustments to yourself and your surroundings. Of course, the hard part is figuring out how to do that. But luckily, we have 6 more techniques to help you figure out how to meet your needs. 2. Improve your superpowers. Many experts tell you to focus on weaknesses. This is so wrong because you lose your emotional connection. You need to have deep understanding of your weaknesses, but focusing on your superpowers will bring the best results. You must improve your superpowers in order to create the leverage that will allow you to take control of your career. If you're a great communicator, but you're stuck crunching numbers all day, then get out from behind your desk. You must get yourself out in front of people so you can use your verbal skills. Easily said, but for some reason, this is hard for most people to carry out. The worst thing you can do is ask for permission. People have labeled you a number cruncher, and that's what they expect. You have to go out and shake hands, or at least pick up that phone and make calls. Once people see the results, they will stop caring about your job description. 3. Research how others have succeeded. There are people out there who have the career that you want. So how did they get it? Are they happy? What mistakes have they made? Although no one has your perfect career, they may have pieces of it. You have to talk to a lot of people to piece it together. The best part is that many of these people are accessible through the web. Go to their websites or Twitter accounts and ask them some questions. You'll be surprised by the responses you get. I was able to get an interview with Tony Hsieh of Zappos. When you figure out what works for other people, you can use those techniques to bring more success to your career. 4. Practice at work and at home. I've talked to a lot of people about work happiness over the past few years. When I'm coaching people with their careers, I always ask what they are doing to improve their happiness at work. Most people don't have an answer. When I ask people what they're doing to improve their skills at work, they usually tell me about techniques that their employers have provided for them. They never think about building their skills on their own. To create the career that will make you happy and wow your boss or clients, you must invest in yourself. I like to focus on one skill or personal development technique each month in order to strengthen my foundation. One of my weakest skills was cold calling. I decided to focus on this skill in order to improve both my speaking skills and my shyness. After focusing on cold calling for 1 month, I now have no problem picking up the phone to talk about the benefits of work happiness. I've actually learned to enjoy it. 5. Know your limits. If you want to be an online blogger but you hate to write, you're going to have a lot of trouble making your career a success. You have to know what you are willing to do and what you aren't. Then you will know what actions to focus on. 6. Appreciate your fears and push past them. Fear is your friend. It's there to teach you what you need to pursue and what to ignore. The problem is that most of us run from fear instead of embracing it. You probably have an idea of what your perfect career would be like, so hug your fears and use them as a guide to career success. And 7, encourage yourself every day. When you're a true friend to yourself, you stop tearing down your confidence and you build mental strength. From this point forward, practice giving yourself gentle encouragement. This took me a while to learn, but repeated practice does work. If you make a mistake, try not to beat yourself up. Listen to your thoughts, both positive and negative. Notice how you feel, and then try to think of one thing you learned from your mistake. This lesson will help you see the encouraging aspects of your mistakes. Positive inner dialogue will help you build confidence and develop stronger intrinsic motivation. Putting it all together. Understanding your needs is the only way you will stop doing work you hate. You have to listen to your inner dialogue as if it's a trusted friend. This inner dialogue may feel like your arch nemesis, but it isn't. Your arch nemesis is there to show you what you need to focus on. When you are willing to allow your dreams to encourage you to take action, then you've taken away your arch nemesis' favorite weapon, fear. You just listened to the post titled 7 Powerful Techniques to Turn Your Career Dreams into Reality by Karl Staib of digtofly.com. Now, are you confused by all the compliance laws, regulations, and requirements these days? Well, Leica makes the process simple. Leica's platform builds and automates compliance for standards like SOC 2 and HIPAA, with hands-on expertise each step of the way. With Leica, businesses can pass security questionnaires from customers, adapt to newer regulations, and maintain all documents in one place. The platform's automations, workflows, and integrations make passing audits and minimizing risk easier than ever, and you don't have to worry about keeping up with new regulations. Every customer gets a dedicated compliance expert to help understand requirements, implement policies, and fulfill ongoing responsibilities. Leica is also the only compliance platform that offers everything in-house. From the tooling and expertise to the audits and monitoring, Leica is a turnkey experience. And let me tell you, it can be really difficult to understand compliance and figure out the requirements, especially when considering our budget. But Leica does the heavy lifting for us. Optimal Startup Daily listeners get 20% off when you join. Visit heyleica.com/OSD to get their exclusive deal. That's HEYLAIKA.com/OSD, all lowercase, to request a demo and get 20% off when you sign up with Leica. All right, a big thank you to Karl for today's post. A little bit about him. He helps entrepreneurs understand their struggles and turn them into stepping stones. Back in 2010, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer and was then laid off from his job in 2011. And while those were difficult situations, he calls them blessings in disguise. Since then, he has stopped doing work that doesn't fit with his passions and instead now focuses on things he truly cares about. He's the author of the book Bring Gratitude, and he's got a lot to offer on his site, so come by digtofly.com for a lot more. I do have that linked in this episode's description for you, and by the way, dig to fly means dig deep to fly high. And Karl's also got a podcast you can check out. You can find the Dig to Fly podcast wherever you get your audio. But that's it for another edition of Optimal Startup Daily. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back again with you tomorrow on Thanksgiving, where your optimal life awaits.